Well, dang. Maybe level up HP and stamina. I think my damage is fine right now, but like, get a smidge of these. It's probably not a bad idea because I certainly can't go wrong with those. Wow. 3 points into stamina. It's only going up by 5 there. I swear in the other games it usually goes up by more each level. So that's 2, 1, 2. Oh, the endurance increases physical defense in this game as well. Oh, so that kind of contributes to, like, vitality stuff as well. So that is super important. Here, yeah, let's go with that. I can't go wrong with that. Can't feel bad about that investment. See ya.
May you?
Yeah. Do I have enough stuff here for... Yeah, look, I do. Look at that. I may as well then, right? To raise my physical attack by 41 there, it looks like. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Now I need Bloodstone Chunk. So it might take me a little while before I get that. Might as well upgrade the saw cleaver a little bit now. Sure. Sounds good to me. Whee! So... yeah, which is a boat. Alright, I'll just keep on moving, I guess. See what's going on around here. Now I kind of forget what my train of thought was, because I was rambling about something when I wandered into what turned out to be a boss room. And I've defeated the boss, and, like, there's something to do with premium gacha designs there. Oh, I think it was maybe just about, like, the quality. Like, some of the cutscenes that I've seen. What the heck is this? Search body. Rune workshop tool. I assume that unlocks something new with the workshop there. Okay, so it isn't the way forward, but unlocking a new ability for something. Can I, like, craft runes if it's called a rune workshop tool? Or do something different with runes? Probably something handy, because, you know, I found out that runes are important. And all that. Anyway, just seeing, like, the general quality, because... you know anything about mobile gacha games, you know that you get ads about them, like, all the time if you're on the internet. If you're in the gaming field. So I get ads for things like that all the time. And just looking at, like, the general cutscenes and look of these games, it's like, wow, that looks so polished and so high quality. Just in general. So even outside of just the character designs, like, the general cutscenes are, like, so beautifully animated and clean with so many of these games I have advertised to me. And it's like, well, it's a premium gacha game, so I'm never gonna play that. Okay, so this is what was up. So I guess now I'll go down. Wow. I had the idea of get close, lock you into an attack, and then get ready with a thrust. But then you just kept on running at me. Wow. I wasn't expecting you to come in here as aggressively as you did. But yeah, and it just kind of upsets me. And especially with, like, how much they do truly make. Like, Elden Ring, in the year that it came out, was, like, one of the most anticipated games ever there. And it sold, like, what, over 20 million copies in the year that it came out? Whereas Genshin Impact makes more than that in just 1 year. Like, not even up to that point, but just one of the most anticipated games ever of Elden Ring coming out. Selling an absolute metric shit ton of games. And then Genshin Impact makes more than that in just 1 year of running, being active there. And it's like, man, that is very sad. What have we come to as gamers? We should be playing less of those games and more games like this one that I'm playing right now, right? Hey. Whoops, I did not mean to do an attack, but I guess if you do a roll and then hit it, you do an attack. That was greedy of me then. Okay, well. Damn. Ooh. No. Damn it. Oh, I was thinking about going right for the guy, but I figured it'd be greedy. Man. To be fair, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sold on the level of God of Ragnarok in 3 days, so there's no accounting for taste. True. Yeah, I mean, who cares about taste when Scarlet and Violet is selling, like, what was it? 20 million in... was it its opening year that it sold 20 million, or was it, like, the first week that it sold 20 million? God of War Ragnarok. That's what I figured that probably meant. I wasn't 100% sure, so I wasn't gonna for sure correct it. But yeah, like a super highly polished quality game like God of War Ragnarok. That's just oozing with polish. selling the same amount as, like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Whoa. Though, I think that that's less taste and more so brand loyalty. Okay, it was 10 million in 3 days, and then, like, I guess 20 million in the first year. Because I remember that Pal World sold over 20 million, and that Scarlet and Violet sold over 20 million. And so, you don't actually know which of the games sold more. Because I remember I looked into that for some video essay, and I remember mentioning that in one of my videos at one point. Oh, shit. Ah! Oh my god, they just keep coming after me here. I kind of want faster attacks. Oh my god. Thank you, faster attacks. Yikes, they're scary. I wonder how many of these things I have in storage now anyway. I should check at some point. Like my blood vials, that is. Because I'm worried that I'm going to get to one of these, like, lanterns, whatever the checkpoints are in this game, teleport in and find that I'm not at 20 anymore, and then suddenly panic. This is what I'm kind of worried about. That's my concern. Oh, these guys, I'm going back to this. Really? I don't feel like dealing with it. Dang you. Well. Don't underestimate PlayStation brand loyalty. Those guys are mental. So I've heard. Though I wouldn't really know much about since I haven't really followed much PlayStation stuff. And playing these games that I have on the PS5 like the past year here has been like the most involved I've gotten with PlayStation stuff since the PS2. All of a sudden I'm playing a bunch of PlayStation games here. But hey, great opportunity to try Bloodborne, you know. Couldn't have tried that before, since I never owned a PS4. I guess if I really wanted to, I probably could have tried it by asking to have it lent from, like, one of my friends from high school. Considering I've had a friend from high school tell me, like, hey, I have a PS4 if you ever want to try PS4 games. And I've, in the past, said, you know, it's kind of you to offer, but I think I'm good for now, considering I have so many games I'd want to play eventually. So there is still a list of things that I can play on other platforms. That is by no means short. But, you know, finally getting around to some of these here. Hey. Dang. I was thinking it might be greedy there, not popping a blood vial, but... Is there anywhere else I can go here? Gosh dang it. I got the world's thinnest American stuck on me. Oh, yeah, this just goes back. Yeah, to here. And then, yeah, so I guess it just leads up to that boss that doesn't go anywhere. Maybe it's another one of those bosses that opens the door to something else. Or maybe I came here just to get a new workshop thing. I guess I can always go back and see what I can do at the workshop now. But I think I've fully explored this area here. Don't like more modern PlayStation because they've had increased censorship policies since the PS4. Oh, I know that that Sony and PlayStation's been in hot water the past while because of people feeling like their games are becoming too much of cutscene movies and wanting more gameplay, and there just being like such a lack of exclusives on their console, especially with so many games coming to PC later. And it's like, wow, what's the point of even owning a PlayStation anymore? So I've known about those. I don't think I've heard about the censorship policies though. That I've heard about and I forgot, potentially. But, like, the direction they're taking some of their games and just the lack of games that they're making, I know people haven't been super impressed about. Can I get a level up off of that? How much does it take now? Oh, yeah, I can get, like, a couple levels off of that. Boop, boop. Can't go wrong with that. Because, man, am I ever getting shredded by things sometimes. So I kind of want to level some of these a bit. It's not something that was a big hoopla, because mostly just been applied to anime and anime-adjacent games.
Farewell, good hunt.
Well, maybe something that I look into at some point, because I'm intrigued with various different goings-on with the gaming industry. Oh, well, I got some better things here. Oh, and I can go onto this slot. Is that all it unlocked? Is I can go into this slot? I haven't picked up anything that can go into that slot yet. It doesn't seem like. So, yeah, this would just be, raw increases. So the thing that I have on right now is physical attack up plus 1.4%. These ones I picked up are great. Physical attack up at full HP by even more. Look at that. Big more damage. Yeah, may as well there. I guess I don't have any of these yet. Sure. Sure, man. And then I may as well go with the 1.4 on both of these. Oops. Which one is which? What the heck? There. I'll just do double 1.4, whatever. Unless I really do want. Whatever. If I'll even think about putting it on for continuous HP recovery, I'm probably not going to think about it. Guess I don't have any of these things. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up wrapping things up here pretty soon because it's 1 in the morning. And at this point, with the world being more opened up, I'm kind of at the point where it's like, huh, where do I go from here? I guess that's showing that my physical attack is up there because I'm at full HP. And this is probably also a good place to be taking time to grind against some of those pigs and gain some levels because I am still getting decently shredded. Maybe I'll try 1 or 2 more attempts of whatever the heck Amelia. But yeah, if I was just playing this casually on my own and, you know, not trying to be an entertaining content creator, this is absolutely the place where I would start grinding and then get to challenge what's-your-face there, the big dog, when I'm just a little smidge stronger. So I think that's probably the next place to go, too. It seems like the natural next place to go. So. Which was the, was Cathedral Ward, I think. With the way that things are connected now. I'll give it 1 or 2 attempts here for fun without popping too many consumables. Save some of them for later attempts. And maybe, you know, gain some levels between times. Because this is probably not a half-bad place to do it. Because I really have not been gaining a massive ton of levels compared to my other Soulsborne playthroughs. My other Soulsborne playthroughs, like, I'm killing a lot of guys along the way and leveling up that way. Here, sometimes I'm doing that, but it's mostly just, yeah, run through, don't care about my blood echoes, level up just when I happen to kill a boss. So, I haven't exactly been leveling a massive ton during this playthrough yet. But yeah, it's also a fairly old situation because it was in the middle of the PS4's lifespan that this happened, huh? Well, maybe at some point I'll go to YouTube and just look up PlayStation/Sony censorship. I won't be able to unsee how you always despawn for a frame. Yeah, this boss is right up here, and this looks like a big important place. So, yeah, maybe I'll get a little bit stronger and then tackle it. Damn! Give me some health. Well, that's a little bit. Oh, shit. Whatever, man. Just, I think I've got lots of these blood vials now, so whatever. What was that effect they started putting on me? Am I getting, like, dizzy or something? Not the way you would want the approach to this boss to be. Yeah, sure, let's try it once or twice. I gained a few levels since the last time I faced you. And this sword is stronger, so it's worth giving a go, I guess. What's that? Big slam down? Yeah, it looked like it would be. I should have gotten more behind. Like, oh, my attack got canceled there. Big grab. Ooh, the camera's not doing me any favors right now. Smack, smack. Like, my damage itself looks pretty good, I think. Whoops. I completely mistimed that because I'm bad at video games. Did that one? Yeah. Smack, smack. Can I get away with this? Sure can. I'm not getting any critical hit or whatever the heck they're called. Oh, I should have seen that coming. I saw you turning around. I've played enough Elden Ring to not get caught by that yet. Can I get a... Ooh, I can from here. Watch me just do it on this attempt. Maybe I should just do this at this point. Like, holy crap. I'm gonna swipe behind, I thought, so I let it go a little early. What's that? What's that? Should I get close? What is this? What is this? Oh, shit, you healed. It's fine. I can take that off again here. Some of my attacks are doing more damage than others. I guess you take, like, different damage at different points of your body or something. No idea what the best one to hit is. Not entirely sure. Wow, I'm surprised that that reached. I'm used to attacks like that just not reaching. Nope. Please no Healy. Ow. Whoa, I can't roll any further that way. Hey, this sword is putting in some work for me. Look, I just do it. All right, well, that works. Guess I'm not grinding before this boss for the next session. Vicar Amelia. Got a gold pendant. Hell yeah, time to bring that to my local pawn shop or something. Here, activate this. This looks important. I assume I need this to, like, progress the game or something. What is this? Inspect. Am I getting a cutscene? I am getting a cutscene. Alright, well, that wasn't that bad. What the hell is going on?
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
Trippy. I have no idea what was going on there. Alright, I presume I needed to do that to progress the game, because that seemed important. But it still doesn't look like it opened a new area. So unless it's another one of those ones where it opened a door somewhere. Maybe this would be a good place to wrap things up, because then I can look up, where the hell do I go from here? Because I have no idea. When I hear the word Vicar, that's the first thing that pops into my head is, Vicar, have you checked your butthole? You know, the Tom Hardy reference doesn't go lost on me. That in Shining Force because clerics promote into Vicars in Shining Force for some reason. Ah, yes. If I remember, this was also pretty shortly after the Switch came out, so the joke was, now Nintendo is anti-censorship company, while Sony's being censor-happy. My, how the discs have rotated. Another funny thing with Nintendo and Sony is the fact that Sony's done, like, nothing with Bloodborne after it came out, and now there's the Dusk Bloods on the way from Nintendo. Well, I mean, like... Doesn't look like anything would have changed out here. Yeah, this seems like the kind of game we're playing casually through. If I don't have someone here that's saying, now you should go here. I have no fucking idea where the heck I would go. So, maybe I will wrap things up and still gain some levels off of that pig anyway, and then it gives me time before the next session to look up, where do I go anyway? Because I have no idea.
Good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become
Don't need to make
your
more games.
strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Yeah, as I was saying before as well, I am very much getting the sense that frustrating early game with my consumables, but as it goes on, not going to be that big a deal. That boss, I didn't really need any consumables outside my blood vials. So maybe the ones that need other consumables, or I feel like, in terms of my skill level, need other consumables that I need to rely on, might be more frustrating, but once I start farming stuff like crazy, then... Here, do a smidge of this. Can't go wrong with that, especially when I'm wielding a greatsword. It looks like my bar barely moved. Do I have the tiniest little bar to roll out of it? Hold on. 1, 2, 3... that's not... The combo ends with the slam down there anyway. Is that a new thing? I want to see if I can get another swing. 1, 2, 3 roll. I might need to take a little moment. Wow. Was that sword? It's a short sword that is sheathed in a big sword. So, I have this little sword here that I can use. But if I want to do bigger damage and use more stamina and be a bit slower, I can put it in the sheath, and the sheath itself is a big sword, which is kind of cool. So when I was looking through the weapons that exist in this game before playing it, I saw this and I was like, that's kind of cool. I think I kind of want to use that one for my playthrough, especially after I was using the Moonlight Greatsword during my Elden Ring playthrough. I've kind of got great swords on my mind in terms of movesets for playing these games at this point. There is my starting weapon here, which is just like long sometimes or short sometimes. It's just the damage is only really good when it's short for whatever reason. And I picked up another thing here recently. But yeah, Ludwig's Holy Blade, yeah. This. What is this? Whoops, I didn't put it on. What is this thing anyway? It's electric? Oh, so instead of transforming, I just put electricity on it. That's kind of cool. Does it spec into arcane? Because I have a decent arcane stat at this point for the use of Moonlight Sword later. If a boss is weak to lightning, I should totally use this. Does it say what stats I would need for it? Let's see here. 12 and 8. Yeah, I've got that covered there. It says it scales partially with arcane, so I assume arcane would be like this damage here. Huh. Yeah, I have a decent bit of an arcane stat because of my starting class for the use of Moonlight Greatsword later. Maybe I'll end up using this. And yeah, scales off of strength and skill there, and I have a higher strength and skill, so like my stats work well for it. I can leave Saw Cleaver on the other bit there, but like, in terms of, even though it does amazing damage, I've got pretty good damage on this now too, is the thing. So maybe this is good if I need to hit like a elemental thing. I probably need to look up like if bosses are weak to like any specific elemental thing. But if it lists that a boss is weak to lightning here, then we're in business. I had Elden Ring on the mind. I started holding triangle thinking that I was going to see what would happen if I did that, hit R2, and then I two-handed it. Never mind. Marv used the Ludwig Holy Blade briefly, but I forgot what it looked like. Yeah. Except a gift from messengers. The eye of a blood-drunk hunter beckons hunters to the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk you away outside Odin Chapel. I don't know what exactly that means, but I can do some research before the next session of what are some good things for me to do. Let's see here, out of curiosity. Yeah, so these are still 540. We haven't gone up another price increase yet. What other kinds of things are here? Key to the gate there in the round plaza. I'll get that at some point here. I can get the other starter weapons and Kirk Hammer if I feel like it. The other pistols, meh. I can get these things if I want to. Chalices. I want to check my storage just for how many blood vials I have out of curiosity. Do I have to farm some more? In storage, please. Ooh, I actually am kind of running low. I have a bazillion Quicksilver bullets. I am actually starting to run a little bit low on blood vials. Well, my little grind that I did during last stream saw me through this stream. But I'm going to need some more blood vials before the next time. But, I mean, I can go farm off of that pig. I can get some blood vials off of him. Invest some of my blood echoes to buy more blood vials here. I should stock up before next time. So, I think my plan before next time I stream Bloodborne is stock up. Get a little bit more endurance and HP and stuff here. Maybe a little bit more strength, but I am actually hitting pretty hard now. Gain a few levels. Grind out the friggin' blood vials, so I have a bazillion of those. I'm stocked up for a decent while and don't have to worry about it for some time. And the other two big thing, figure out where the hell I'm going. Like, what's the next step? Like, if I didn't have access to the internet and I was just looking at this, oh my god, I would be so lost. I would probably quit this game, even though I am genuinely having fun. I would probably quit just from lack of figuring out where the hell to go. Now it's grind time. I think so. Nothing super hardcore. Mostly grinding for the blood vials. Just figuring out where the hell I go, because I have no idea. Not a clue. Yeah, that is where I needed to go. Yeah. I'm having fun here. I'm having a lot more fun when I'm doing bosses that, you know, have some challenge, but I'm not feeling like I need to spend my valuable consumables as much as I was during Bloodstarved Beast there. I mean, if I put enough attempts in, I'm sure I could have done Bloodstarved Beast without using any other things, but, you know. I think how this game deals with consumables is my biggest gripe with it. Apart from that, you know, fun game. I'm having fun here. I was enjoying myself. But yeah, now is grind time. I don't know why I closed the game when it autosaves all the time, and I could have literally just done this and powered off. But yeah, so. Also, I think during the last stream when I was talking about PlayStation games that I had played, I think I said that Final Fantasy VII Remake would probably be the next PS5 game that I play on this channel. It occurred to me that I was being dumb and forgetting Ghost of Yotei is the next game that I'd be playing on this channel. since that comes out next month, and Ghost of Tsushima was friggin' amazing. So, looking forward to that. Anyway. I better head up, well, not restart. Maybe I should restart my computer and just, you know, wipe a bunch of stuff in RAM and see what the heck is going on with my weird rebooting issues. Whatever the heck here. But yeah. Is my other camera not working? Did the restart break my other camera? Usually the other camera's on the other monitor. Oh, whatever. Stuff for me to sort out before next time. Yeah, if I pull it up manually like that, it's just blank. So the other camera disconnected when my computer froze. Weird. Appreciate everybody that tuned into another stream of Kirby and the Forgotten Land Star-Crossed World, into Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, into Bloodborne. Played 3 different things this stream. But now, it's time to sleep. Because it is 1:09 in the morning. And I have apples to go pick today, because it's after midnight. And I'm probably going to use a whole bunch of them to make some delicious stuff. It'll be great. But yeah, will do there, Guzma. Take care. Also, wait, before I head out, Guzma, if you're still listening here, literally, you know how I was joking about, like, oh, there's no witches in this game. How dare you discriminate? They're just laughing funny. Literally, as you headed out, I entered a boss room where I went up against a witch. Which I thought was hilarious timing. So, anyway. I just figured I'd mention that. Yeah. You missed out. I said Guzma would be so disappointed. Anyway, now I'll head out. I just wanted you to know that because it is really funny.